Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. There's been some events in LA, as you might have seen. I'm okay, but I'll put a photo of what my neighborhood looked like the day of the fire. Wasn't that close, but I'm also not that far. I was always in the red flag zone, although most of LA was. It was a little bit crazy. The year's been already insane, and we're what's today? I don't even know. Today is the 25th. Um, yeah. So I'm here to talk about stationery, and that's all I'm going to focus on today. And I wanted to follow up on the last video I posted on whether or not this was a good lineup as far as a planner goes, and if it was working for me to organize my life. And the verdict is it is working so well. I will never, I'm going to say that, but I don't think I'll ever change. I could change like the planner itself, but the actual system is working so good for me, who tends to have all these disorganized thoughts all the time and lists that I'm going through, and the ability to put it in a very messy format on here is amazing. And I usually kind of date it a little bit in advance. I do stuff like sometimes I have like my grocery list and I just tape it afterwards. Like, really, this is my life. It has everything. It has the trackers of like little things like vitamins. I take a few vitamins in the morning, a few at night. So I do one bar in the morning and then the other bar at night. And I know that I'm done with that. And also another thing that I did is I have in the index, I put the month and what pages there are. And another thing is that I've decided to have, hold on, I'm trying to make sure I don't show anything. Okay, so every month I have a different color, and it's the, what are they called already? You know, midliners. I think I only have one pack of them. I believe that's all I ever got. But so like if you look on the side, it's not super prominent right now, but like you can see kind of the colors of the month. And I don't know why, but this really is nice. I have a fake, like, it's not a Lutstrom sticker. It was like a fake pack that I got on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's on my list. And then the Muji pens are kind of my go-to lately. So the way I work it is still the same way. I do write everything in there throughout the day, but I also write whatever is coming up. It's especially helpful for work, but it's actually helpful for everything. Like, all my to-dos are in here. I don't have a weekly setup, so usually for the week of my to-dos, it goes in here. So the Sterling ink has been great. I really adore it. And I still have my fitness tracker, which basically color-coded upper, lower, and full body workouts, and then my miles, just a phone tracker. So sometimes like I feel like I don't have everything, but it's still a good idea. The monthly is always very colorful, and I've always loved it. And then the weekly has been a life changer for me because I'm able to kind of track everything, and I'm not like super intense on what I do. For example, at work, I'm not going to write like, oh, I did spreadsheets from this time to this time. I just, it just helps me know where my time is going. And I have the little weather on top, about do a little sun or a little cloud. And I have a little tracker here, and I've been using the tiny icons from the Coffee Monsters Co. I love those. They're so cute. I would put them everywhere, but then, as you know, I have a lot of trackers. I did abandon, I had made like this giant tracker here for January, and I completely abandoned it. I do not need that tracker. I have a little bit of a tracker on here. I have a pretty full tracker on here, and then I have my workout tracker on there. That's enough. It's enough, and it's working. On the back pages, I kind of do like, I saw this video and I did a cutout and then the weeks here. But basically, I do, for the most part, that morning, I look at my to-dos in here, and then whatever comes up in emails and all that stuff, and I write that down to do that day. Sometimes I know, for example, that like Friday, I'll know exactly what I need to be doing Monday. So then I'll already write it down on both. Although the difference, I guess, is that in here, I'll write down like very descriptive things of what I need to do. While on here, it's just like, spreadsheet or codes like that I will write. And then in the back, I have my finance tracker, which for obvious reasons, I'm not going to show you, but it's basically, I put the book sideways, I draw the month. There's usually a little column left. So those are kind of my notes. And then in red are my bills, everything that comes out, and green what comes in. Then once in a while during the day, I'll look some days and see what I have in my checking and savings, and I put it there. That's it. That's been working amazingly. Now, this year in my illustrated journal, which of course is working great, I wanted to color every day. I was aware that I wasn't going to be able to do watercolors, mainly because it takes a little bit longer, but also because of the paper. You really have to let it dry, so it's not like a quick thing, and that doesn't work. So I'm trying to do only markers. I have like weird feelings about it, but I'm kind of experimenting. Not in love with all the pages, and yeah, I'm trying to experiment on how to work with it because I'm actually not that familiar with markers. So that probably will become a new video, but I want to tell you what's been happening behind the scene is I had a few tombow. I saw a post about, what are they called? Primrosia markers, and I bought a skin tone one. I had a lot of the Zicklin Real Color Brush still left, but like, to be fair, I've bought these, I think, 7 years ago. It's been a long time. Most of them still work, but I got interested in the cheaper brushes, and I bought a pack of Ohuhu. From my very brief trials, I would say that the Ohuhu do not work the same as the Primrosia, but I'm going to do a extensive video where we're going to experiment it, but I felt like these kind of bled through a little more. Definitely there is one that's like metallic type in the pack that I bought, and that bled through. So for sure. Oh, this one. And I thought it was really cool, but it bled through. So I want to do a fair trial of everything, and let's do it together next time on my next video, and I will do that. Now, what has been kind of working, not working? The morning page is always working. I have them by my bedside, so I don't have them here, but I'll put it, it's from Visionaire Art, and love. The paper is really thick and white, and I just put my hand in the back sleeve and I pull a prompt every morning, and I love the prompts. And then once I'm done with that book, I still have so many prompts. Like, I think I should like do a visual one time of how many prompts comes in that, because it's amazing. My 5 year, it's great. Super behind, but it doesn't matter. Where am I? It's been on the 13. Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, so I have to do from the 13 to the 25, 10 days. That's fine. The reason I'm not that worried about that is because I did the one piece, and it's kind of like a mini recap of the day and some tracking as well. I'll be honest, the only reason this is really useful to me is not because of the tracker. It's because it helps me not have to catch up necessarily with this. I don't know that, I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know if I'm going to keep going. I think my time with the weeks might be over. I'll be honest. I love my gratitude journal, but same. I kind of feel like these two could be one. I could have my gratitude and my tarot in the same book. Part of me is starting to think that perhaps I am working my way towards a one book for everything to a degree, right? I could have a book with more back page. However, this is very like life oriented. This is more, I would say, spirituality, in my opinion. So I'm kind of on the fence. I love the clutter, but I kind of feel like this is a buy because I really want it, and it's a beautiful book, and I do love it, but it's not something that I need. So I'm really trying. One thing that becomes very clear when you know people that have lost everything, and is that we surround ourselves with so much, and I found myself in those times looking around, and it's always been a thing for me. And I have way too much stuff, and I love stationery, and I'm not going to feel guilty about that. But as I'm getting busier and I'm working 40 hours a week, I am bringing so many books. I'm not bringing the tarot. Sorry, there's a plane or a helicopter. Um, I am working 40 hours a week, and bringing all these journals is ridiculous. Also, it's not like I do journaling that much here. I mean, I have my lunch break, and I could do sometimes if I'm really behind, I'll bring this for my lunch break, but very rarely. I like to draw at home more. But what I'm trying to say is there is a world where I combine these two, and I like the idea. I don't want to buy another thing. I like the idea of having something with the date, almost more like one of those, not the month, just the date. So I looked through my stash. I have so many books, you guys, that I've bought and then forget, and once in a while I have to look. And I found out that I have a Wonderland 222, and it's a blank one. Ta-da! So I'm thinking of jumping ship, and I'm sorry if I seem like I'm taking a lot of breaks and everything. It's because this is something that I thought about today, and it felt right. It just felt right to, instead of having these two, I'd have just one, and I put what I'm grateful for, the tarot of the day. That's it, and I don't have to have all these. I do love the weeks. I do love these weeks. They're really cute. But I'm starting, I think I'm in my more, um, how do you call it? Uh, it's less whimsical. It's more of like, I want it to be efficient era as far as planner goes. Still want them to be cute. Love my Hobonichi A6. Love the Sterling Ink, by the way. I love this book. It's really amazing. I 100% should have bought the one with all the pages. That's fine. And I love my mini Lickstrom. Um, I bought the yellow because I wanted to, but like, come on. I didn't realize how good of a combination that was. Sorry, I went on a tangent. So, yeah, I find myself wanting to be more efficient. And this doesn't feel efficient. And this is not pleasant to fill out. I'll be honest. I do it. It's my to do, and I do it, and I write the gratitude and I write the tarot, but I don't have the time, or I don't find that pleasure of opening this particular book and opening this particular book. I'm just going through the motion. So I think I am going to retire this one right now. It's very hard. And I probably am going to retire this one as well. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm not updating this because I have this, but really, I could just go directly to this every night. It takes 2 seconds. So why am I not doing it? And then also, I'm doing one version and I have more room to write here, so might as well do it here. So once I catch up, I will do this. So it's a lot of it's a lot of changes, but it isn't. So now my lineup fits in one hand, even with the morning pages. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. Okay, so morning pages, I can hold it in one hand. That, chef's kiss. Also because, like, this stays by my bedside. Also, I said I was going to show you a visual. This is how many prompts comes in here. Like, so many. That's not even all of them. And I love it because it's like a bowl. You just grab it. Love this. Also, I will talk about the other products that she offers. There's the Hidden Artist Quest cards. We're going to do a video with the creator of all these things. She has really cute bracelets and candles. But I want her to come and talk about her cards because it's a real work of love, and I just think it's better coming out of her mouth than mine. Instead of paraphrasing the intent behind those cards, I'm going to let her do it. So I digress. So today I'm going to do this. Part of me wants to sell this because why am I keeping this beautiful book if I'm not using it? The other part of me is not quite ready for that. So there is a chance that I find a use for this, although I don't see it right now. Right now, I am going to just try on this. And literally, like, when I say this is like a right now decision, like, there's nothing. I haven't set up anything. I just was thinking I should just have one book for all of this with just daily. And I just happen to have this, which is literally blank. So I can put and then it's daily only. I don't want a monthly. I don't want any pages that are not used. And it doesn't have to stop at the end of this year. Like if I'm not done, I'll keep going. I don't know how many pages there are, but I'm starting late. Now it's an A6, which I hadn't planned. So I could use one of my covers if I feel like it, because I have so many. That's the A6 is the one size that I have the most cover. Love them. Trying to think. I think Fairweather. I love this cover. The color, I just love it. I think it's a good match. If it's not too big. No, it looked like it was too big, but it's not. Perfect. So this is my new book right now. And in fact, I did not do my gratitude today, so I'm probably going to start it today. So I do my gratitude and I'll just rewrite the tarot cards that are in there. And that's exciting and that simplifies everything. It's one of those things where I love these little books. I love these little books. I wanted to have reason to use as many as I could, but it's not working for me right now. It's no longer what works for me as a planner. It's not enough. And trying to make it fit, then having so many books is not working either. So that's that. So that's my update. Are you guys still in the same lineup you started as 25 days ago? Or did you, even if you started before, or did you switch? I'm just curious if anyone is going through the same kind of like, I won't call it existential crisis, but like realization. Like I realized I have too much. I have too many things. It's starting to stress me out. And that is literally the opposite of what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be making my life easier. And these two are. I know at first I was like, this is ridiculous. I have two for planning. This is exactly what I needed. For me, this makes a pleasure of being in the Sterling ink, and I feel like it's nice and it's like a beautiful view of what my week and my days are and everything. But this is the real like greedy one, and it has everything. This has been like a lifesaver. Again, I even put my grocery list. I found like these when I used to have subscription to Sticky Club, they always have like either a notepad, which is what this is, or post-its, like cool post-its. So I'm using this for now, and I put my grocery list on there, and that's when I'm done, I put it in there. Why? I don't know, because I can, and I am doing it. So that's that. I hope everybody's doing great. It's been a few weeks of a lot of stress. I don't want to keep talking about it, but yeah, I am hoping that everyone is well. I would love to eventually do like a meetup in LA where everybody comes with their journals and we do that. And if you're interested, please hit me up. I would love to do that. I think community is extremely important at this moment. And the other day at work, somebody arrived and we hit it off because this guy was all about stationery. He showed me how to backpack and he opened and it was all pens. I showed him the pile vanishing point. He had no idea. I gave him Jet Pen's email because he was showing me his like multi-pen with the pencil. I was like, I have this one. And I was like, yeah, I changed the color. He's like, wait, what? You can change the color? So I told him to go on that website. And it was like, that reminded me, like, I don't know anyone in my life that is so into stationery, and it's so lovely to like be in a community where we all have common interests and we can share our experiences and our pages and everything. So yeah, I'd love to organize one of those. Hit me up. My email, it's down there. And if you're still here, thanks for watching. Bye.